Like she's starting 2018 in a good way. All sorts of problems over the last couple of years for Bianca, who won a medal back in 2014, which was probably her best year for a while. How good that 7.02 is. Oh, Oliver got completely left. Bianca Williams got a cracking start. Now Oliver getting there. So is AHYE, and on this side, OKPARAEBO. OKPARAEBO wins it, AHYE, and Oliver just gets ahead of Williams. What a terrible start. One thing you've got to say about Oliver.
Yeah, I think all eyes were on Oliver when we were expecting really a strong performance by her. Announced herself here in Europe, but she slept in the blocks. Nothing really happened, and then she had to work so hard to pull herself back into the frame. Took her a long time to get onto the shoulder of Bianca Williams. But when she did there, she just eased herself through to get to that qualifying position. Look at that from that head-on position. Terrible, terrible spot. But the more experienced athletes to her right, centre field, of course,
Yeah, 7.31, not the quickest after we've been talking about quick times. That heat, not that fast. Anyway, Bianca will have to wait and see. The winning time, 7.22.
Elaine Thompson. Time for heat 2 of 6. And there is the lineup for this second heat, second of 6 heats. Amy Foster, Thompson, Jiménez. Well, it's a good start this time by Elaine Thompson, who's running strongly now. Marie-Josée Talu coming through, and it's Thompson and Talu just about together, with also Kięłbasińska in the middle. Those are the three who go through 7.18. And Marie-Josée Talu, once she got into her running, I think she's probably quite keen to keep her near perfect record. Winning is a good habit to have, and Marie-Josée Talu running well. But good to see Elaine Thompson running a little bit better than she did last weekend. Such a talent, but indoors sometimes she's not necessarily at her best. But Marie-Josée Talu.
Lots of different nerves come into play, stresses, strains, pressure of the event. And of course, we've seen Elaine Thompson do it at the biggest stage, 2 Olympic titles. But Talu, she's done well all season, and I think she'll want to keep doing that.
I mean, the three who go through automatically, Rosângela Santos in 4th. The time to look out for, which we can confirm now, is 100th slower than Bianca Williams, so good for Williams going forward. But Marie-Josée Talu, the determination to get in for that drive, the start and the pickup is very, very impressive from Talu.
Yes, nice, small, compact runner, well suited for indoors. Gets out the blocks well, works hard, always keeps nice and focused, which I like to see. Work hard into the line. You know, she'll wake up during the rounds and be a little bit quicker come the semi-final, and of course, she's one of the big favourites for that final.
So Talu with the victory, Thompson going through automatically. A personal best from Kięłbasińska. Good run by the Polish athlete.
Let's get out there and see how this one goes then. Steve Cram.
There she goes in lane 3. Her main opposition here will be Karina Horn out in... Skippers gets a reasonable start. The young Chinese athlete Liang away and running well. Karina Horn's having to really get back into this and might have just got the 3rd spot. Skippers came through for the win, 7.20. Liang, after that very good start, rewarded with a qualifying spot. And Horn, I was watching her, had to really get moving in the last few meters to ensure her 3rd spot. In fact, she got 2nd in the end.
A little bit sharp of that, but she looked very relaxed at the end. Really not the best of starts from her. Remember, the athletes around her are not the ones who can run 7.0. And you want to really be showing your dominance on people who are going to run in their personal best around that 7.2 mark. But she switches down very early indeed. So to be rewarded at that time of 7.19 means that she's in decent shape. She's certainly got a meter of running left in her, which will take her into those 7.0s, which means she'll be very competitive later on.
Yeah, I thought she looked very relaxed there, actually, particularly the last 15, 20 meters. She doesn't get the best of starts, as you said, powers up, and then that huge frame of hers, once it gets moving, she can generate the speed, runs down Liang, and then she can turn off a little bit, relax in the last 15, 20 meters. But I thought that was pretty good, actually, from Daphne Skippers. Karina Horn, by contrast, was rocking and rolling, having to fight hard after not the best of starts from her. Look at that, they're very relaxed in the latter stages. So Skippers with a nice start to her campaign here. 3 more heats to come. We'll just tidy up the result of this one. 7.19, 7.23, 7.24, and Crystal Emanuel and Sidlova with those times now put Bianca Williams down to the 3rd fastest loser.
Steve's shaking his head. I think he might want to claim brazier. Anyway, there is the lineup for the 60 metres, women's 60 metres. The 4th heat of 6. Again, 3 to go through automatically, and 6 fastest. Good start by Kambundji, but so too Zai alongside her. And at the moment it's Carol Zai running strongly. Kambundji trying to get back to those two a long way clear. Perhaps Gay and Evans coming through for third, but 7:10. It's a quick time by Carol Zai. And it's 7:10. In fact, it's a big personal best for Zai. Not sure how much more there is to give from, but that was a pretty fluid run as well. She looked comfortable, looked strong out there.
She looked very good indeed. Out the block strongly, kept her form, kept a nice, cool, calm head. And of course, when you work hard with the 60 meters, the first 20, 30 meters, it sets you up wonderfully well. Look at that, she's rewarded with
a good run from Carol Zai, and she was out very strongly. She's got a great start alongside her in Kambundji, but they both got out very well indeed.
Indeed, they have nailed it, didn't she, Zai, there? Worked hard, drove for the first 20 meters, put herself in this beautiful run in easy action. Look at that, really nice and smooth and silky. One to watch for those semi-finals. All of a sudden, the 60 meters women is going to start to hot up.
And just keeping an eye on the times as well, because Bianca Williams with her 7:31. I think with the distance between those first two and the rest, I think Bianca Williams is not going to be dropping any further down the rankings. There's Zai taking the victory ahead of Kambundji. And there is a look at the official result, unofficial result at the moment. Zai 7:11, personal best. Kambundji second. Gay and Evans 7:33.
World champs just missed out on the medal. Carter gets away well over in lane one. Ahure also going well. Ashley Phillip right in the middle. And it's going to be Ahure from Phillip and Carter. The three we expected go through. 7:13 for Ahure. Nicely done, no dramas. Asher through safely. Carter got a very good start over in lane one. She ran a personal best in the US trials to make it into the team. Her first major championships. And Ahure and these two along with Asher Phillip.
The top three that we would put out of this heat. I was watching Asher all the way out the block, see what she's going to do. She worked hard, didn't she, for that first 10 meters. Got herself into that lovely, fluid run in action first. I think we also got to remember she is the British record holder indoors.
Looking very, very good in all aspects. Asher Phillip, 7.18. Really nice, strong performance there. Destiny Carter made it through that.
Third of the fastest losers. Should be fine. The last of the heats in the women's 60 meters. Again, a good start. Tatjana Pinto left a little bit by Bongiorno, but Pinto moving through now, and also a good run from Burchill. And Burchill and Tatjana Pinto was a close race as expected. Svoboda trying to get there on the inside for third automatic qualifying place. Not the best start by Pinto, but had a good pickup, good speed thereafter. Needed it though. It was a tight race. It was always likely to be so. No standout athlete there, but Bongiorno had started well alongside Pinto and put a bit of pressure on her, and Pinto had to work hard.
She certainly did. Pedestrian start from this. Have watch this now. Watch this. Really doesn't really do much, does she? Not really active out of the blocks. But look now, when she gets out of that transition and starts to run, you can see she feels far more comfortable and starts to ease her way through the field. And it's rewarded with a reasonably quick time, 7:18.
Yeah, just looking at that push to drive for third place as we watch Pinto. I think Bongiorno has got it just how well. Svoboda's very, very close indeed. We'll tidy that up, but Pinto, you can see the effort there. I think with some of the athletes who know how good they are, it might just play a little bit cautiously out of the starts, knowing that they can still come through, but it was tight there. Yeah,
you know, but sometimes in early round as well, Andrew, you mentioned that the curveball may be played from someone that you don't know and wasn't expecting to really show form early rounds. So you've got to keep switched on, you've got to keep focused. Doesn't matter how good you are, you've got to get through the rounds.
Let's look at the season's best times of all the athletes here. I thought it might be tight for Bianca Williams because there are lots of athletes here who could run quicker, but you see the times there. Svoboda's got the automatic, last of the automatic qualifying places behind Pinto, and Burchill will go through to the semi-finals this evening. These are the qualifiers, the automatic qualifiers down there. It's going to be a great, great event, this. And might be pretty close. There's no outstanding athlete. Great run by Carol Zai, though, to take the quickest of the qualifying places. Asher Phillip comfortably through as well. A couple of Jamaicans in Burchill and Thompson, who Elaine Thompson plenty in reserve. Further down, we find with the smaller queues the fastest losers of Bongiorno and Kellyanne Baptiste. And there we see Bianca Williams just going through as one of the fastest losers. So those are your runners and riders for the semi-finals, which are at 10
Yes, we've got the world leader in this. We've got the Olympic champion 100 metres, we've got world champion Daphne Schippers. 200 metres, we've got the European indoor champion, of course, in Asha Philip. Not to mention the fact that AHYE is a two-time world indoor silver medalist. AHYE gets a cracking start on, AHYE gets a much better one, and Asha Philip is right in there, but Schippers has come and so is Thompson. AHYE wins it from Thompson, then I think Oliver, and then Schippers. There's your four. 7-0-2 from AHYE. Really good performance there. I think Asha Philip is going to have to accept that she just got a terrible draw there in terms of qualification. We'll wait to see what time she ran. It's been taken down to 7-0-1. That's a world lead for AHYE. Asha looking across. Superb start as ever from AHYE.
And here they go. Bang, gun goes AHYE. As we always know, explodes out the blocks, drives really hard there in those yellow shorts. Asha Philip, she did well just to hang on in there originally. But now when the really strong players come in now, Daphne Schippers starts to pull. She pulls Elaine Thompson through. Elaine then starts to step up another gear. Wow, what a semi-final. And remember, we still got a final to go with some of these women going to be lining up again at the end of the evening. Brilliant to see this. But Asha, she'll be disappointed that she was drawn in this one, but unfortunately, it's the nature of the beast. Time of 7-1-3 isn't bad whatsoever, and I can see. Let's see what wins some of the other heats, because that wouldn't be far off winning some of the other semi-finals.
Asha Philip is out, but of course there's two more semis to come. So Schippers and Oliver, we'll have to wait and see if that's quick enough.
Destiny Carter and Eva Svoboda. Just two to go through automatically. There is Pinto. Second semi-final in the women's 60 metres. Cleanly away, a good start by Pinto once again. Marie-Josée Talu coming through strongly now. And it's Marie-Josée Talu leading the rest home. Birchall running well also. Michelle-Lee AHYE close between those two for second place. But Marie-Josée Talu takes it 7-0-9. So there we are, the winner, Marie-Josée Talu of that heat, winning in the same time as Daphne Schippers in third place in the first semi-final. So for comparison, because that was a good run, a hard run by Marie-Josée Talu. And 7-0-9, it's been rounded down by 100th of a second. 7-0-8, the winning time, and Marie-Josée Talu through to the final.
Very strong run from Talu, as you mentioned, Andrew. We expect that from her. She's really good out the blocks now, worked hard, drived all the way. It's time to wake up the body, isn't it? When it comes to this semi-final stage, there's no messing about. There's so much talent alongside you that you've got to work from gun to tape. And at the back end of this race, she's moving away from the rest of the women. So for me, a very good, strong time. And I'll be interested to see what the other times are. They're just taking a little bit of time to get to us.
Well, it was tight, wasn't it, between Michelle-Lee AHYE, Pinto was there and Birchall. But Michelle-Lee AHYE, I think, might have just to the naked eye sneaked it on the line. Birchall running strongly, but I think, in fact, Ramona Birchall has been given it, and Ramona Birchall will take second in 7-1-5, so a slower time than Asha Philip in the first semi-final. Again, you can't harp on about it because it's just the luck of the draw, but that was a cruel luck for Asha Philip. Marie-Josée Talu winning that one in 7-0-8. Steve, Mark Butler's handed me the guidebook. Going back to Barcelona in 1995, looking at the final, and there we go. So there was a British representative, Michael Rosswest. You remember him? He lost a place in the final in the toss of a coin. Both he and Mark Bloom clocked exactly the same time, a 6.61.
Change, and look what's happened. She's in 3. Horn, OKPARAEBO in 4 and 5. Zahi in 6. Well, Zahi didn't get quite as good a start as she did today. Kambunji's got a good one. Zahi's just coming through, though, and it's going to be Kambunji from Zahi. Karina Horn came through late for third, but that won't be good enough to qualify unless she's very quick, which, of course, with that winning time of 7.10, I don't think she will be. So the question for me, we'll tidy this up, is Daphne Schippers is the slowest of the two fastest losers. Are they going to take Daphne Schippers out of lane?
We're not going to get a run-off, are we? That's for sure. But, Steve, Kambunji, as you mentioned earlier, changing a coach, going back to the old school and old environment in that sense, has certainly improved, hasn't she? And I think she ran far more controlled in this semi-final than she did in the heat this morning. Nice winning time, 7:10. Very controlled. I don't think at any stage she was panicked. Didn't get the best of starts there, third from the right. But everything she did it well. Just to haul herself through the rest of the field, and she's just switching off and cruising through. I don't think she pressurized herself at all. Let's have a look at Bianca. She's on the right of our screen there. Not very smooth out the blocks. I've seen her be much more aggressive and more focused than that. But it said she was a little bit of a surprise for her to be here, so you can understand that's the reason why.
Well, she's been rewarded. Okay, well, let's tidy this up quick. Certainly this heat anyway. Kambundji 7.10 the winning time. Zahi again slower than Asher Phillip, and so Horn definitely can't go through. But at the moment, technically, we've got 9 qualifiers for the final, so stay tuned.
Dipped under 7 seconds today, Thompson and AHYE, and that was earlier on this morning. Of course, this is the 3rd race of the day for them, so we shouldn't necessarily be expecting super quick times.
You never know, though. I mean, this track has proven to be pretty quick, and sometimes what happens is athletes sort of get in a rhythm, and because they don't have that day, like Greg was talking about, the fatigue starts to set in tomorrow, they're just on hyper, go mode, and you get the faster time. So it could work the other way, and we could see a very fast time. And these athletes also know that they're going to have to run fast in order to get on that medal roster and get a medal.
The other thing is as well, I guess, they're not thinking about relays, they're not thinking about the 2 as well. They can put absolutely everything into the 60 metres, where often some of these guys obviously having to go out there and compete in multiple events. So you do enough to win.
Right here. Sorry, Greg. Dangerous right here. I mean, I think because she didn't have fast time coming into these championships, I mean, she was counted out a little bit, but she's improved every round. So Elaine Thomas can be very, very dangerous.
I think for me, I mean, Kambundji, I'm hoping she holds her form and gets in the mix, but from what we've seen so far, I think this young lady here who delivers every time at this stage, indoors, she's so well suited for it. She gets out really quick. She's one of those women that has run under 7 seconds. She is very, very dangerous.
Okay, that's what these guys think at Steve Cram. It's a wide open race, isn't it? But hopefully it will be a fitting spectacle to the end of our first full day here in Birmingham.
Yeah, just to pick up, Gabby, I think you were referring to their best times ever. Nobody has run under 7 seconds, and it would be unusual. It's been a while. Actually, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, a couple of championships ago, ran under 7. There's only 9 people have ever run under 7 seconds, but 2 of them are in the field. As you said, AHYE and Thompson have done it in the past. So how quick will they go here? Well, AHYE in lane 4. She has to turn silver into gold here. She's twice won silver medals at the World Indoor Championships. Of course, Ta Lou, her teammate, has twice last year won a silver medal outdoors as well. So Ivory Coast have never won a gold at a major champs. So could this be the first time? Kambundji in the middle of them for Switzerland, but don't forget Elaine Thompson, the Olympic champion, and Daphne Skippers, the world champion over 200 meters. They're in lanes 3 and 2. AHYE gets the best start. Elaine Thompson is right alongside her. It's AHYE who's leading this. Can she hold on? It's going to be goal for AHYE! And a 1-2 for the Ivory Coast. 6:97. Muriel AHYE has finally done it. Her country will be so proud. It's gold and silver for Ivory Coast. And Muriel AHYE has run one of the quickest ever 60 meters. Superb performance, a brilliant start, never headed. The rest were chasing her home. And look what that means to her. She's a brilliant 60-meter runner. Ta Lou gets the silver, and that will go with the 2 she won outdoors last year. And she'll be as delighted as a teammate, I'm sure. There she goes. Your 60-meter running is a special skill. And there are lots of great people who've never been able to combine that and outdoors. We've talked about some of them, the likes of Nelly Koeman. I guess she can go back in this the beginnings of these World Indoor Championships. But AHYE's got to be one of the best ever now. And she can put herself right up there with all those other big names, particularly with that performance today, Colin. Yeah, it was an outstanding performance there by AHYE. And Kambundji from Switzerland sneaking in to take that bronze medal. A really good, strong performance by this lady.
Very, very nice to see, but there's our gold and silver medalist. AHYE moves up from 9th on the all-time list to 7th with that time of 6:97, a world lead. And boy, oh boy, what an indoor season that young lady has had.
We'll have another chance to have a look at it, Colin, but you know, the signs were there in the semi-final that she's, you know, coming here on the top of her game. I've always wondered whether she's ever quite had the belief sometimes, you know, that she can, you know, obviously Elaine Thompson was in this, but she's had some great people to race against. And to be fair, the last time she won a silver, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce ran 6:98 in the final. So it's not as though she hasn't been beaten by good people. But, you know, this was a chance she had to seize this time round. And she's just found out Kambundji got the bronze.
Oh, it's really exciting moments for her. It's just brilliant to see this. You know, they've worked hard all the way through the season, just edging their way through, haven't they? Taking the victories when it matters. Kambundji setting a new national record at the Indoor Championships of 7:03. When it came to it, at the World Indoors, she produces another good, strong performance. 7:05 for the Swiss. Great performance, but there's our gold and silver medalists. There's silver medalists. Ta Lou and AHYE at long last taking this gold medal. Well deserved, a good quality athlete. She's just unfortunately, Steve, as you mentioned, been in an era when there's been some great, great sprinters from Jamaica, from the United States, of course Daphne Schipper's in the 200 as well. But now this could be the turning point for AHYE.
Yeah, not many times you'll say that Elaine Thompson and Daphne Schipper's in a race don't get a medal at all. Have another look at it, Colin. She's just a brilliant exponent of this.
Full of confidence, great run in the semi-final, and she just did exactly what she knew she was capable of. Accurate at the beginning, out the blocks, really hard, very fast, getting to that good cadence that she has. Watch this bang. She doesn't go from side to side. Look at that, virtually straight as an arrow. Keeping focus, all power going in the exact place where it needs to be. Focused, hard. Don't want to put any stress or strain. She knows that there's Elaine Thompson in this. She's the Olympic champion. She knows she's capable of closing her down, but it's not going to happen on this occasion. Hard, drive. Look at that, well-focused, determined. Work, 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 all the way through to the line. Nothing Elaine Thompson could do on this occasion. AHYE was out hard, aggressive, controlled, and takes a very good victory. 6:97, a world-leading performance.
Well, when you come and win your first ever gold medal at a World Championships for your country, never mind yourself individually, you do want to do it with this sort of performance. This is a top 10 ever performance from Muriel AHYE. Ta Lou with the silver and Kambundji the bronze there. Brilliant performances from those two as well. So enjoy this from AHYE. May just signal something from her in the summer as well, because she can do well over 100 meters also. So there is the confirmation. Actually just 5,000th of a second between Kambundji and Ta Lou, who herself was rewarded with a personal best as well as that silver medal, and a world-leading 6.97 for the gold medal for Muriel AHYE. First ever gold for the Ivory Coast.